Hey everybody, it's week 7, and I'm gonna do predictions and stuff. I was up until 3:30 last night, so yep. Layla, fantasy football, Layla, fantasy football, Layla. Ah! Shane versus Jim. I'm singing this one. Let's take a look at the matchup screen. Jim, you will have a good day from Blackman, Justin Blackman. Jordan Cameron gets 2 touchdowns for you. Shane, you should start Cam Newton. Cam Newton, Cam Newton, you should start Cam Newton. Cameron Tompkins won't do crap today. Jim wins. Hey, do you ever have trouble going poo? Yes, sometimes. Try Sun-Made Cumberna figs. With nearly 2 grams of fiber in each fig, it'll keep things moving. Thanks, Cumberna figs. Timothy Ali versus Daniel Aloysius Davey. Daniel Davey pulling off a blockbuster trade this week, acquiring Eddie Lacy from Marius. Good pickup, Daniel. Now looking at your lineup, I'm not sure I agree with Danny Woodhead starting over T.Y. Hilton. T.Y. Hilton's going against the Broncos, who are one of the worst in the league against number 2 receivers. And you look at Danny Woodhead, who is a receiving running back, and Jacksonville's actually the best in the league against receiving running backs. But you may be right. It is Jacksonville after all. Romo and Brandon Marshall will do well today, so that'll help you out. Tim, I like some of your matchups today. Alshon Jeffrey should do pretty decent, as well as Des Bryant. Rob Gronkowski is actually playing, so I don't know if you'll put him in time or not, but there's a good shot there. Daniel Davey wins. This is the way we comb our beard, comb our beard, comb our beard. This is the way we comb our beard so early in the morning. Now looking at the matchup between Sean versus Dan Medic. Dan, I know you've had a tough year, but I think you finally got it right. You got 3 top 5 wide receivers, and you're starting all of them this week. I think you finally learned your lesson on not starting Deshaun Jackson. Great matchups all around there. Sean, I think Nick Foles is going to have a good day. Ryan Matthews has a great matchup. But in the end, I'm going to give the victory to Dan Medic down on the farm. When the going gets tough and it's just not your day, let the fresh scent take you to a better place. There are some lizards that are eating your legs. Now on to my matchup versus Marius. But before we look at the players, I really would like to point out Marius's picture. It's bowling ball nuts and a cock pin. So I find myself in a pickle again this week, actually 2 pickles. One, do I start Jay Cutler over Tom Brady? Cutler's having a better year. He has a better matchup, but Brady has Gronkowski back in the lineup. The other one is again with my wide receivers. Jordy Nelson actually looks like a better play according to analysts, but he's going against Joe Hayden. And the Joe Hayden factor proved pretty well last week against Calvin Johnson, so I'm going to stick with it. I have good matchups with my running backs. The wide receivers, not so much. Marius is the exact opposite. Great matchups on your receivers with Vincent Jackson against Atlanta, Keenan Allen against Jacksonville, and then your running backs have a little tougher matchups. We'll see how everything shakes out. It's going to be a close one. ESPN Insider gives me the edge. I think I'm going to have to agree with that. Cozy wins.